Yo, I'm in the zone when the big blocks rumble. Slide in the slick, watch the quick line crumble. MDiTV got the heat in the tunnel. Boost in the stream, better tighten that buckle. Dirt flying, wide tires grinding. Slide job city, full send, no hiding. Modified beast, you can't fake that tone. It's a full barrel growl and it shakes your dome. Big block, we bring the thunder. Big block, straight out of the under. Big block, tear up the clay. If you ain't built tough, better get out the way. From Brewerton down to the Port Royal gates, I'm shifting fate when I rotate plates. Got torque in the veins and hate in the dust. It's checkers or wreckers and slide we trust. I ain't here for a cruise or a cameo. I'm throwing sliders like Mario. Red flag rage when I rage the show. Tech with the flow when the wheels go roll. Big block, full send savage. Big block, dirt track havoc. Big block, hear that scream. Built not bought, it's a racer's dream. Shout out to the warriors in the pits. Wrench turners, heat burners, slide with the blitz. MDiTV, yeah, we lit on stream. When the big blocks roll, you know what it means.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Getting up into the session now. Big block modified setting to do battle at Volusia here tonight. Thanks for everybody coming out. Tomorrow we got a special event. We will be doing the top split official for the pro qualifiers. You guys don't want to miss that one as we jump into tonight's Volusia session. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Big Block Modified is going to start out tonight for Week 9 action at Volusia. Brandon Barnhart currently at the top of the charts. Caleb Durgan second. Rockefeller, Damian Ward, and Roundtree currently your top 5 as Durgan's going to get a pounding on the front straightaway. That'll teach you. You better do your homework next time, Durgan. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know out in the chat as these guys get ready for some racing. I see Raging Ray out there, Michael Swank, Zachary Mitzner. Looks like we have 23 cars battling for 18 spots in tonight's feature. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes down. A couple guys that I haven't seen in a while. See Kane Morgan and Harry Graham. Haven't seen Harry Graham in a long time in the Big Block Modifieds, but he's coming out to make a showing here at Volusia. We'll see if he can surprise the field and do something big here tonight. Nicholas Ham out there in the 45 JR. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat. I see you guys starting to get in. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button. Everybody's starting to get their way into the server, I see. All right, so practice almost done. Brandon Barnhart at the top of the charts right now. He is staying there. Ryan Goffmanis in the number 2 spot now. Tyson Bates has jumped up to 4th. Damian Ward into the number 5 position. So that is how practice is going down right now as we get ready to head into qualifying. Volusia. A lot of people have a love-hate relationship with Volusia. Michael Hackett out on the track right now. I tend to like this track. Some of these guys do not. This is one of the big tracks I do like on the server, personally, to run. Might even do a couple laps myself this week in the Big Block Modified. All right, let's see. What is that quick time? A 15.891 for the quick time here in practice. We're going to go ahead and get ready for qualifying as these guys are going to pull off the track. All right, that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get into practice. We're going to get into qualifying here tonight as these guys get ready to jump out on the track. We're going to see who the first one to jump out is. Looks like Tyson Banks. He likes to be one of the first people out. Michael Swank out there. Also, Peyton Talbot, Rockefeller, Hackett, all out on the track. Let's talk a little about Hackett. Hackett made an appearance at Eldora. I don't know why I disliked it. I like this track, Zach. Come on. Go attack it. Go get a good run here tonight as Michael Hackett out there in the number 8 machine looking to put down a good qualifying time here. Couple tracks he does well at. What's up, Griffin? What's up, buddy? Let's change this to best time as it looks like Michael Hackett going to go quick time. There's Rockefeller now with a 16.033. Good to see some good doors. Let's see some good doors, right? Goffman is going to go to the top of the charts with a 15.993. Ryan to the top of the charts. Kane Morgan going to be 7th quick. We got Schaefer out on the track. Schaefer could be one to watch here tonight. I've seen him have a pretty good, he's done pretty good at this track before. Let's see how Matt Schaefer is able to do here in qualifying. Bitzner is out on the track right now. Zach going attack. All right, so Schaefer down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Let's see what kind of lap time he puts on. Looks like Watts, Raging Ray, Swank, Durgan, all out on the track. Schaefer's going to go out there with a 16.282. I see Laboon out on the track. Caleb Durgan out on the track right now in that number 17. Looking to put down the quick time. Can he put it at the top of the boards as he starts lap number 1 here in qualifying? Let's see where he is able to put this number 17 machine as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. And Caleb Durgan is going to go quick time with a 15.986. Caleb Durgan to the top of the charts. Nick Brundage, another one that's been making a lot of noise here lately in the 916. Let's see what he's able to do as he comes out of turn number 4. He's going to be 12th quick with a 16.189. Harry Graham going to go 14th quick. Michael Swank out on the track. It's telling me he's already done his laps. Did he bail out of his laps tonight? Because he does not have a lap time down. We'll see. What's up, Kenny? What's up, buddy? Let's see what the number 27 is able to do as he comes across the line. And it does not count his lap. He must have been getting that wall coming out of turn number 4, coming across the line there, as that looks like it's going to be down to qualifying with Caleb Durgan at the top of the charts. Xavier says, go D Ward. Well, heat race number 1 getting ready to line up. Let's go ahead and pull up those starting lineups. First, let's go ahead and move this to gaps. Then we'll pull up tonight's starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight. In heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 17 of Caleb Durgan. Outside of him, in the number 32 machine, it's going to be Damian Ward. Starting inside, row number 2. In that 747, it's going to be Tyson Banks. Outside of him, in the number 8, it's going to be Michael Hackett. Starting inside, row number 3 here tonight in the number 76 machine, it is going to be Ragin' Ray Ramy. Outside of him, in the number 87, it's going to be Mark Toney. Starting inside, row number 4 in that number 9 machine, it's going to be Joseph Matthews. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Kieran Roundtree. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number, I don't know what number he's in. What number is his machine? It is going to be the number 83 machine. It's going to be Kane Morgan. Outside of him, in the number 17, it's going to be Zachary Mitzner. Then rounding out the field here tonight, starting in the inside of row number 6, in the number 27 machine, it's going to be Michael Swank. Outside of him, in the number 3, it is going to be Nathan Brown. All right, we got these guys out on the track coming out of turn number 4. They're going to get that one to go this time by. Braden says D Ward, or he just says D Ward. All right, we got them stacked up into turn number 1 and 2. Thank you for the share, Braden. Make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there. Definitely helps the stream. As we come down the back straightaway, Caleb Durgan and Damian Ward bringing the green flag this time by. All right, I got to turn the heat on in the garage because it is cold out here. We had a little bit of snow up here. Damian Heath, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they roar down the front straightaway. It's going to be Durgan leading the way. Damian Ward's going to be left in the dust to deal with Tyson Banks. Banks up the track, parks it on Hackett's nose. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Good lead by Durgan. Battle's going to be for that number 3 spot. Raging Ray down low, up underneath Banks. Can't make the pass. He's going to fall back in line in that number 4 position. Hackett struggling, trying to find his place and in line as he's got the 87 up. Mark up underneath them. Tony down low as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Here comes D Ward closing the gap on Caleb Durgan. First lap in, Caleb Durgan leads the way for laps number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Damian Ward putting the pressure on him as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the nurse. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Durgan at the line, but Ward to the high side. Down into 1 and 2. Durgan's going to jump up the track. Here comes the cut down by Ward. Ward down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Side by side, Ward wants to slide up. They make contact. Durgan up the track. Ward's going to take the lead. Oh, Ward pushed up the track, made a little contact with Durgan. Durgan's going to hold on to the number 2 spot out of turn number 2. Banks back to the number 3 position, but here comes Raging Ray on the 747's bumper as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 5 laps complete, 3 laps to go. Durgan on a mission for that lead back as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, trying to close the gap. He is closing it slowly but surely down into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go as they come across the line. 2 more laps to go. Here comes Raging Ray up underneath the 747. Trying to make the pass down on the bottom side as Durgan has closed the gap on D Ward. These two pulling away as Ray is going to try to take the number 2-3 spot. Can't quite get there. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Durgan going to slide up into turn number 1 and 2. Parks it on Ward's nose out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Durgan with the lead. Here comes Ward down low out of turn number 4. Durgan's going to take the win. Ward second, Raging Ray third, Banks, Hackett, Matthews, Tony, and all going to the feature. Looks like Swank, Zachary Mitzner, Kane Morgan, Brown, and whoever finished last are going to the LCQ. Good little racing up at the front. Got a little bit of elbows up, but both drivers okay. First and second, can't complain about that as we get ready for heat race number 2. All right, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be the number 2 machine of Ryan Goffmanis. Outside of him in the number 18, don't sleep on him, it's going to be Aaron Rockefeller. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 11 machine, it is going to be Matthew Megawatts. Outside of him in the number 34 machine, it is going to be Brandon Barnhart. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 25 machine, it is going to be Kenny Cudney. Outside of him in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside row number 4. Oh, Cudney did not grid up. In the number 19 machine, it's going to be Harry Graham. Outside of him in the 45 JR, it's going to be Jordan LaFawn. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 83 machine, it's going to be Matt Schaefer. Outside of him in the 144, it's going to be Jordan LaVaughn. Then rounding out the field here tonight in the number 14 machine, it's going to be Peyton Talbot. All right, down the back straightaway, going to get 2 laps of pace in here tonight. It is going to be... What happened to Cudney? Did Cudney just miss the start? Cudney disconnected. Ooh. Maybe he was having some issues. Durgan won heat race number 1. He won heat race number 1, so he'll be starting on the pole here tonight in the feature. As they come out of turn number 4, they're going to get that one to go this time by. As they head into turn number 1 and 2, Ryan and Rockefeller are going to lead these guys to the green flag. Who's it going to be? All right, you guys, I'll tell you what. Watch that number 11 machine. I wouldn't count out the 34 either, but watch the 11. He has been putting in a lot of speed each and every week. Doesn't matter the track. Let's see if he's able to do something here tonight as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as Ryan gets a massive jump down into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to lead the way. Battle's going to be for second. Watt's going to try to make his way around the 18 of Rockefeller. He does into the number 2 spot as they head down the back straightaway. Here comes Barnhart looking to follow suit. Battle for third as they come out of turn number 4 side by side. Barnhart. Here comes Peyton Talbot. No, that isn't Peyton Talbot. It was Brundage. Sorry. He was looking low. Couldn't quite get there. Now moves to the top. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I've been doing them along. Big bobble out of Ryan. Ryan, big bobble out of turn number 4. Almost gets the wall. Able to hold on to it. But Watts is going to take the lead. Matthew Watts out front. He's going to have Brandon Barnhart in that number 2 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Ryan's going to fight back down on the inside as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Brundage in the 916. Slides up. Almost gives Goffmanis a kiss out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Little G going to dig to the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. Can't quite get there as they come out of turn number 4. Slides back in line. 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go as they come out of turn number 2. How about Peyton Talbot in that number 6 spot? He is in a transfer position. Started shotgun on the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Nicholas Ham in the final transfer spot in the 45 JR as they head into turn number 1 and 2. What's up, Landon? What's up, buddy? Thank you for the heart me. Appreciate that as we move back up to the front, nose to tail, as Megawatts leads the way out of turn number 4. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Watts out front, Barnhart in second, got Little G in third, Brundage in fourth, Rockefeller in fifth. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, white flag is out. Will somebody make a move this time by? White flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Battle's going to be for third. Here comes Brundage looking low on Little G. Can't quite get there. Oh, good dig out of 2. Here comes Brundage for third. Slides up the track as Little G gets the run out of turn number 4. It's going to be Watts, Barnhart, Goffmanis, Brundage, Rockefeller, Talbot, and Ham going to the feature here tonight. Laboon, Schaefer, Graham, and Cudney, if he gets back in here, all going to the LCQ. Cudney is not coming back. All right, we're going to go ahead and stack them up for the LCQ. Looks like we're going to have the Swank on the front row as they pull out on the track. Starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ, it's going to be the number 27 of Michael Swank. Outside of him in the 144, it's going to be Jordan LaFawn. Starting inside row number 2 in that number 17 machine, it's going to be Zachary Mitzner. Outside of him in the number 83, it's going to be Matt Schaefer. Starting, I'm laughing because we got another 83 just behind him in row number 3. Starting on the inside in that number 5 spot, it is going to be the number 83 of Kane Morgan. Outside of him in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Harry Graham. Starting inside row number 4 in that number 3 machine, it's going to be Nathan Brown. Cudney is not here in the 25. Starting outside of him, and Roundtree going to round out the field in that number 2 machine as they look for the green flag. So because Cudney is not here, we got 8 cars going for 4 spots as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're going to get the 1 to go when they come across the line. And next time by Swank and Laboon on that front row for the LCQ. What 4 drivers will make it? We're going to find out here tonight. Here in just a few. Remember, guys, tomorrow night, we got the Pro Series qualifiers. The openers, for the openers, we got this week's opener at Volusia in the 410 sprint cars live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be broadcasting that top split, so don't want to miss that. As I think they're going to do like 5 sprint cars in a row and then 5 late models, and they qualify each week based on how they do in the races through the week on those, and the Pro Series will be Monday nights. So we'll get all that figured out as these guys come down the back straightaway. It is going to be 2x2 down the back straight. Michael Swank leads the way. Jordan Laboon on his outside, looking for the green flag this time by who is going to be our B main warrior. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Swank's going to have a nice lead. Zach's going to slide into second. Big contact. Zach gets turned around out of turn number 2. Oh, he hates this track, and he is going to hate it more after that as Swank leads the way. Laboon in second. Harry Graham going to be in that number 3 spot as we got a battle for the final transfer position as Nathan Brown gets the inside wall coming out of turn number 4. That's going to cost him. I'll tell you what, Zach, I would stay in it. If Brown gets up there, that could be pretty interesting for the final transfer spot. But he's got to have damage on that thing. He caught the tires there out of turn number 4. So we'll keep an eye on this battle. We're going to move back here as Swank continues to lead the way easily as he comes across the line. 7 laps to go here in the B main. Laboon going to be in that number 2 spot. Harry Graham in third as it looks like Nathan Brown going to go ahead and fall out of that one. I think he had a bunch of damage. John, thank you for the like. Bunch of damage on that number 3 machine after catching that tire barrier. Just goes ahead and pulls out, and that is going to make it a little more difficult for Zach to make it. He's going to have to hope Schaefer makes a mistake, and that could be pretty hard to come by. Back up to the front. What is Kane doing? Kane's all by himself. He got caught up in that. I am not racing. I'm just broadcasting, Brian. Just broadcasting. I broadcast the top splits every Monday night. As Swank leads the way, we're watching Laboon as Harry Graham tries to chase him down for that number 2 spot with 4 laps to go. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Michael Swank going to continue to lead the way. Battle for second on your screen. Graham going to lose a ton of ground out of turn number 2. Laboon continues to hold on to that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Swank going to continue to lead. Watching the battle for second. Not a whole lot going on here. And the battle for the transfer spot, is a whole lot more spread out than this as they come across the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go down the back straightaway. Swank is going to get that white flag as Laboon gets the wall. That's going to allow Graham to close the gap. White flag is out. White flag is out. Graham can taste blood. There is blood in the water. The shark is trying to attack as they come out of turn number 2. Graham closes the gap on Laboon. Laboon going to pull away into turn number 3 and 4. Graham sends it in. Oh, he clobbers. Wow. He clobbers Laboon out of turn number 4 and takes the number 2 spot. That is horrible. That was a horrible move out of Harry Graham as Jordan Laboon still makes his way in. Schaefer in 4th.
Wow, I'm not surprised.
Holy cow, that was horrible. Brody, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that as we get ready for tonight's starting lineup here in the big block modifieds. Starting on the pole here tonight in that number 17 machine, it is going to be Caleb Durgan. Outside of him in the number 11, looking to knock Durgan off the top, it is going to be Matthew Watts. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 32 machine that he had contact with our pole sitter. Will it transfer over into the feature? It is going to be the number 32 of Damian Ward. Starting outside row number 2 in the number 34 machine, it is going to be Brendan Barnhart. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 76 machine, it is going to be Ragin Ray Ramy. Outside of him in the number 2 machine, made a mistake in his heat race, cost him a few spots. He's going to be starting 6th here tonight. It is going to be the number 2 of Ryan Goffmanis. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 747, it is going to be Tyson Banks. Outside of him in the 916, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside row number 5 in that number 8 machine, it's going to be Michael Hackett. Outside of him in the number 18, it's going to be Aaron Rockefeller. Starting inside row number 6 in the number 9 machine, it's going to be Joseph Matthews. Outside of him in the number 14, it's going to be Peyton Talbot. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, starting inside row number 7. I don't know what number he's in. Sorry. In the number 87 machine, it's going to be Mark Toney. Outside of him, it's going to be the 45 JR of Nicholas Ham. Starting inside row number 8 in the 27, it's going to be Michael Swank. Outside of him in the 19, it's going to be Harry Graham. Then rounding out the field here tonight in that 9th and final row, starting on the inside, it's going to be the 144 of Jordan LaFont. Outside of him in the number 83, it's going to be Matt Schaefer. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Durgan's going to jump out to a good lead as Ward's going to slide in the number 2 spot, moving Watts back to 3rd. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be battle for 2nd. Ward's going to hold on to it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Look at that battle starting to brew for that number 4 position. Ragin' Ray down low. He's got Barnhart to the outside as Banks tries to throw his nose in there in the 747 as they head out of turn number 4. 2 laps complete. Durgan continues to lead. Down and we got contact as Ray. Ray's going to have big issues. Out of turn number 2. No yellow flag. Oh, man. What happened there? Ray going to lose a ton of spots. Let's go jump on with Ray and see if we can figure out exactly what happened there. Oh, he got the inside wall. Ray got the inside wall. That's what cost them there. No caution flag as they all keep it straight. A lot of heads-up driving from the drivers there as they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Watts looking for 2nd. I figured you weren't going to be happy. I seen it happen. Everybody just tried to shove it in there as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ward trying. Yellow flag is out. Ward was trying to find something a little bit different as it looks like we're going to have a couple cars having issues out of turn number 2. Looks like Peyton Talbot going to be part of this one. In that number 14, let's see what happens here. Does he get the inside wall? He does. He got the inside wall. Laboon, good at base of action out of Jordan LaFont. Let's go back and take another look at that one. All right, let's go jump on Laboon.
Yo, my bad, I didn't mean to come down on you there.
Let's go on the far chase of Jordan LaFont. Let's look how close this really is. Yeah, I know. Gets the wall. Look at Laboon's move. Oh, he might have made a little contact there, but man, what a heads-up move out of Jordan LaFon. I mean, he absolutely had to wheel that thing. He's like, oh, shit. No, where am I going? Oh, just barely caught him with that left front. Laboon's going to keep it moving. As we work the caution flag, it is going to be Durgan out front leading the way. Yeah, it is always, it's more frustrating if it happened any other lap other than lap one. Lap one is the most frustrating because it's like, let's just make it through lap one. You can't win it on lap one, but you certainly can lose it. All right, we are getting ready to go back green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Stack them up 2 by 2. It is going to be Caleb Durgan and Damian Ward on that front row as the pace truck is in. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan going to lead the way. Great start by Damian Ward. A great start by the rest of the field as they stay attached to Durgan. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Ward. We're going to run slider in turn number 3 and 4. Barnhart going to dig the high side around the top side of Watts. Here comes Ward to the high side in 1 and 2. Ward trying to get around Durgan. Durgan's going to slide into 1 and 2. Cut down by Ward. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Ward going to send it into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Here comes Durgan back up underneath. Out of turn number 4. Across the line. Durgan. He's going to lead at that time by as they head into 1 and 2. Ward going to hold the high side. Good run for Ward on the outside. Durgan gets good dig out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Side by side. Barnhart has joined the party as they come out of turn 4. New race leader at the line is going to be the 32 of Damian Ward. Ward going to lead the way in 1 and 2. Barnhart on the high side around Durgan. Down the back straightaway. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Durgan digging the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4. Ward's going to take the number 2 spot. Watts tries to take it away from Durgan. Durgan parks it on his nose. That's going to cost Watts at least 1 spot. And almost was more as they come down the back straightaway. Battle for the lead as Barnhart looking up underneath Ward. A little bit of contact further back as Watts gets in the back of, I think it was Ryan Goffman as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Lot going on the track. It is absolute chaos. From the 4th spot on back as they head into 3 and 4. Here comes Hackett in the number 8 side by side as him and Brundage make contact. Big contact behind. Oh, Swank into the inside wall. Swank in the inside wall out of turn 4. It stays green. So a lot going on back there. We're going to move back up to this battle. This seems to be where everything is stemming from about 4th on back as it looks like Little G is gaining on Durgan as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Barnhart going to continue to apply pressure to Ward for the lead, but we're keeping an eye on this battle from 3rd on back. Here comes Little G down low on Durgan as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 14 laps complete as they come across the line. What's up, Smiles? Sorry, I just seen it. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Barnhart looking up underneath Durgan, trying to peek that nose up underneath the 32 as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Ward going to continue to lead. Lots of battles all around the track. Not sure what to watch. This battle for 3rd definitely intrigues me. Watts getting parked on by Durgan down the front straightaway. I wonder how he's going to feel about that. You're so hungry. I just ate before I streamed. As they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Going to be 16 laps complete. 50 lap main event here tonight as they come down the back straightaway. Remember, we got supers at Lincoln coming up after this as they come out of turn number 4. Single file for the leaders. Looks like this lead pack is starting to bunch in on each other as they head through 1 and 2. Now, I will say the draft does play a role in these cars at a track like Volusia. You will see these packs start to grow as they grab the draft, yank their way forward, and they will run nose to tail. Passing is a whole different animal, though, as Durgan is closing in on the top 2 as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Barnhart had to back out of it, almost gets in the back of Ward as they head through 3 and 4. Nose to tail for now. Looks like Swank is done for the night. Terminal damage on the front of that machine after getting the wall out of turn number 4 as we watch this battle up at the front through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. Oh, this might be a battle I might want to watch. Remember the 19 fed Jordan all of that right rear in the consi. Is Jordan looking to feed it back as Laboon thought he was going to get fed back again. Laboon is behind Harry. Let's see what happens at 3 and 4 here. Is he going to send it? Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. I thought he was going to. I wouldn't have blamed him. All right, we're going to go back up to the front as they continue to roll single file. He's going to wait till I get off of him, and he's going to absolutely kill Harry Graham. Oh, starting to get a little racy here is Barnhart looking for a little bit different line. Good line out of turn number 2. Going to send it in 3 and 4. Side by side for lead. Barnhart not able to do anything with it out of turn 4. And he might get passed by Durgan as Durgan's digging to the outside. Durgan turning up the wick again as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. He's going to be side by side with Barnhart. Digging the outside. Barnhart down low through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 24 laps complete when they come across the line. 24 laps complete as they head into 1 and 2. Durgan back up to second, closing the gap on Damian Ward out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Ward, Durgan, Barnhart into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be halfway through. 25 laps to go. 25 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Barnhart trying to make his way back around the 17 of Durgan. Durgan going to stay in line with Ward as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Lots of racing left here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Ward in that number 32. Here comes Durgan peeking down low. Out of 2. Ward's going to stay on the gas. Down the back straightaway. You got to be careful. That wall into 3 jumps out. Ward able to avoid it as they come out of turn number 4. Larry Ward says, let's go, Damien, as they come across the line. It is going to be 27 laps complete. 27 laps complete. Durgan tried to roll the bottom. That's going to allow Barnhart back on his bumper. Little G getting up in the mix, looking low on Barnhart as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Top 4, nose to tail out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. Things are definitely starting to heat up at the front as these guys search for lines. I'll tell you, Barnhart is doing a lot of search and faith. Thank you for the follow. This is Top Split Official, Dustin. Top Split Official opener. We do big block opener, super opener, and then we do 360s. I think it's their second split, and then top split, our second opening day top split, and then UMPs. I think it's their third top split opener. The top split. It's an official top split openers, JoJo. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ooh, Durgan's getting a little tap to the back of Ward. Out of turn number 4. Going to be 31 laps in the books. We got 19 laps to go. 19 laps to go. Durgan's going to dig down low out of turn number 2. Good run for Durgan. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Durgan's going to send it in. Slides in front of Ward. Ward back with the cut down. Out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Durgan had the lead that time by. What's up, Kenny? I see you over there on TikTok now. Big cut down by Durgan out of turn number 2. He's going to easily blow past Damian Ward as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Here comes Ward looking back down low. Lap traffic up ahead as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Ward slides up. A little bit of contact with Durgan out of turn number 2. Gets back in line. Down the back straightaway. Durgan might have caught the outside wall just a tick heading into turn number 3 and 4. How will it pan out for these guys as the battle for last, 14th, up ahead of these guys as they close in as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 15 to go at the line. 15 laps to go as they come across the line heading into 1 and 2. Yeah, they are literally side by side up in front of these guys as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Next stop, YouTube. I appreciate it, Kenny. I appreciate it. Out of turn number 4. Durgan continuing the lead. Here comes Ward looking down low. He's going to try something a little different in 1 and 2. Man, Durgan made it look so good. Barnhart made the bottom look so good in 1 and 2. Ward was not able to do it. We're going to see if he can do something a little bit different this time. He lost a ton of ground on Caleb Durgan as they head into 1 and 2. 13 laps to go. Heavy lap traffic. Well, I don't know if it's heavy lap traffic, but there are 2 cars racing hard up in front of the leaders as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Boone down on the bottom. Harry Graham just in front of him as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Leaders are coming. Boone looking to the outside of the 19 as they come out of turn number 4. Might stay in line as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Durgan to put him a lap down. Boone's going to get tight, pushes up the track. Durgan down the back straightaway, clips the wall going into turn number 3. It is going to be Durgan leading the way with 10 laps to go. Durgan's going to take the dog for a walk into turn number 1 and 2. Ward's going to go all over the back bumper of Boone. Almost, it does get in the back of him. Little G to his outside. Battle for second. Little G to the high side. 3 wide with the lap car. Yo, Kenny, as they head through turn number 3 and 4, side by side. Little G gets second that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2, 9 laps to go. Battles for second right now. Does Little G have anything for Caleb Durgan as they head into turn number 3 and 4? Can he reel him in with 8 laps to go? 8 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan's going to continue to lead. Little G in second. Damian Ward in third. 7 laps to go. Durgan is driving away. Little G driving away from Ward. 7 laps to go. A little bit of racing here in the middle of the field. This could change a lot if these guys get together. We got Matthews and Brundage duking it out for that number 8 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Brundage with the cut down, trying to get back up underneath Matthews. Can't quite get there as they head into 1 and 2. 6 laps to go as they come across the line. Nicholas Ham close the gap. How about Schaefer? Schaefer's running 11th, but he is up 7 spots in that number 83 machine. Big mover here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. Back up to the front. It is going to be Caleb Durgan leading the way. Little G in second. And I'll tell you what, Damian Ward is now falling back to Brandon Barnhart. He's trying to hold on for that number 3's position as Barnhart has closed in and trying to find his way around as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. 3 laps to go as they come across the line. 3 laps to go. Battle for third. Barnhart looking down low, trying to get up underneath Ward. Ward going to get the run off of turn number 2. Barnhart going to dive it into turn at number 3 and 4 as he closes in on that black back bumper as they come across the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Battle for third. Can Ward hold on for 2 more laps? Down the back. Oh, Little G into the wall. Ward up to second. Little G grabs the wall.
Good race, David Ward.
Ward gets up to second. Here comes Little G down low as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Little G with a good run off of turn number 2. Ward trying to hold on. Little G on the bottom. Has to back out of it. Ward's going to get the number 2 spot as Durgan takes the win here tonight. Ward in second. Little G third. Barnhart and Watts your top 5.
Yo, Damien, you're pretty bad, dude. What happened? You run like 8:10 and fall off, or what? I don't know. What happened?
All right, it is going to be Caleb Durgan with the win here tonight. David Ward in second. Ryan Goff-Manis in that number 3 spot. Barnhart in a third. Going to be Matthew Watts in the number 5 spot. Hackett in 6th. Good run for Hackett. Raging Ray back up to 7th. Good recovery for Ray. Going to be Joseph Matthews in that number 8 spot. Nicholas Ham in a 9th. Nick Brundage back to 10th. Tyson Banks in 11th. Aaron Rockefeller in 12th. Matt Schaefer is going to be in that number 13 position. Harry Graham 14th. Laboon in 15th. Swank 16th. Talbot in 17th. And Mark Toney in that number 18 spot. Let's go ahead and see who is in the Discord. All right. Well, Ryan,
What up, James?
you must have hit puberty because it got big enough to step on.
Yeah.
Step
I
on.
was.
You had a chance?
Man, good run though. You chased down Ward, got around him, grabbed the wall going into 3 and 4 there. Had to battle out Ward at the end there. Not enough time left, but have to be happy about how that number 2 ran tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, stepped on in the heat as well because you know, I'm washed. I mean, I never was pretty good, I think, but yeah, I don't know. I was just got on tonight to have some fun, and I ended up having some, you know, a decent amount of fun. But yeah, thanks to everyone who raced me clean and just was like when I was holding them up and just yeah.
Hey, good race, Ryan.
Well, Ryan, great run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I gotta thank everyone, you know, around Ethan. He's not around, I guess, anymore, but me neither, really. I just get on when I want to have fun and shit. But yeah, I gotta thank everyone around me. Winner's Performance, Mattson over at Doors, everyone over there, Jack, JLR Technologies, and that's all I got.
Good run here tonight.
Thanks.
Damian Ward, good. You fired off real strong here tonight and faded a little bit at the end there. Barnhart giving you a battle at the end there for 3rd, and you saw the opportunity to jump on 2nd, but that car was still pretty strong tonight.
It wasn't terrible.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
He's upset. He just got smoked, James. Give him a break. That was embarrassing. That hurt the ego. Come on.
I don't know. You guys had a hell of a battle in the heat.
James.
You guys had a hell of a battle in the heat race, but yeah, I mean, great battle between you and Ryan. Good battle with you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was confused on why you cut out for a while. I figured Caleb was smacking his gums. Never mind. Keep going.
Good run between you and Ryan and Barnhart and everybody there. Even you and Durgan had a good battle. I mean, you got to be happy. I mean, this field has gotten really competitive, especially up towards the front of the field.
Yeah, no, wasn't a bad race at all. Rocky had us decently hooked up. I really couldn't venture anywheres, and I didn't really have to drive off, but you know, 2nd place, I'll be okay. And for not getting on too often, I guess it's not a bad run. We'll take 2nd. Ryan G would have had me if he didn't grab the wall, but at least we didn't X out or leave the race, so we didn't look like we actually got beat.
Well, good run here tonight. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I gotta thank all the guys for running clean, all the guys who were at the Thrill Factory, E-Bill, Rocky, Ray, those guys make sure we have something every week. Even though it ain't nothing special, we're still halfway competitive. And you for putting on the stream, everybody for watching, and yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, Howl off Virtual Graphic Design. Can't forget him.
Can't forget those sponsors, man. Can't forget them.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, Durgan, you didn't have a good week last week. Ended up leaving the race a little bit early. This week, you make a little bit of comeback.
My wheel.
I was wondering what happened. But, man, you and Ward had a great battle this week. We'll talk about this week. I figured something happened last week.
All right, so so the heat race, he had to hit me to pass me. So, you know, I put it back on his nose. You know, if you're going to give it, you're going to take it. And he did, like a good boy. And then in the feature, I don't really know. I just assumed they were on 810. Anyone wondering, they're on 810. You know, he just took off real early. I let him go, no worries at all. And, you know, with about 15 to go, I turned the wick up, smoked them all. And, you know, just normal Caleb Durgan fashion out here.
You know, I know you dropped back a little bit there. It got a little sketchy back there. I mean, when you get back in these fields, it gets a little bit challenging. I know you know a lot of these guys. You race a lot of these guys often, but I mean, how worried do you have to be about a mistake when you get stuck back in that sucker hole from about 2nd on back? Because it gets nuts.
Yeah. Well, the one restart I stayed on the bottom. You know, a few too many laps, and Barnhart and him sneaked around me. And I wasn't too worried about it. I knew a lot of laps were left. The only thing I was worried about was you not being able to pass. But thankfully, Damon was terrible enough that I could pass him regardless. So yeah, I don't know. You definitely got to be careful. You don't want to be back there with the wrecking balls. But as long as you stay in the top 5, you should be set. No, I mean, even that's scary though, because what? I guess only 2 out of the 5 guys in the top 5 are kind of menaces, but yeah, just the top 5. Stay in the top 5, save your equipment. You'll win races like Caleb Durgan.
I'm reading the chat. Anyway, good run here tonight. I'm jumping into the super race. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, just everyone on this dig piece. It's a brand new TD5. It's just, unloaded it 25 minutes before post time here at the racetrack, and tuned her in quick, and smoked them up. So I'll see everyone. I don't know when. I might not be home on my birthday to run Oswego opener. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, good run here tonight. We'll catch you next week. I'm not even sure where we're at next week, but I'll catch you next week, I'm sure.
100% later, James.
All right. All right. I was laughing at your guys' comments. Yeah, Ward did a great job. All right. So we are at Lincoln in the supers. Right now it is Gabe Elkins at the top of the charts with a 15.1 is 6.7 as these guys are set to do battle. We'll see a lot of these guys running some sprint cars tomorrow night in the pro qualifier opener as Lingron's going to battle before he completes that lap. Oh my God. That was so close. Look how close he was. It's telling me 0.01 was how far he was away from that line. Hold on, let me go ahead and put this up to quick times so that we can see what their times are. And I'm going to go back and take a look at how close Lingron was right there. That was so freaking close. He did not like his lap, so he goes to bail out. So a lot of times we'll do this because it's always better on that first lap. Look how close this is. See if I can find a better camera angle. Watch how close this is. How close it is. If he had crossed that line, he would have screwed both his laps and starting at the back. I don't know what's been going on. I get what you're saying, Larry. I definitely get it. All right, so that is going to be that to qualify, and looks like Gabe Elkins does get the pole here tonight. Just thought that was interesting, letting you guys kind of know what these guys were doing there as we get ready for heat race number 1, starting on the pole here tonight. You know it's a tough split. It's over a 7K split. You know it's a tough split when Gabe Elkins is the number 21 car in the split. I couldn't believe you made it that far up. I don't know if you heard me, but that was a great recovery. Yeah, he didn't cross. He did stop because I think he would have had to pass this pit wall here. All right. So starting on the pole here tonight, I guess I'm not 100% sure. On the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be the number 7 of Gabe Elkins. Outside of him, in the number 33 machine, it is going to be Dylan Gibbs. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 27 machine, it is going to be Brady Thompson. Outside of him, in the number 7, it is going to be Lucas Rourke. Starting inside, row number 4, in the number 45 machine, it's going to be Sean Smith. Outside of him, in the number 99, it's going to be Willie Cuddy. Oh, I guess I got that wrong. I got that backwards. My bad. My bad. Oh, I got that way backwards. Holy cow. I am reading this wrong. So Newsom's going to start on the inside of row number 3 in the number 11. Then Mark in that number 99 to his outside. I thought something was wrong. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 45 machine, it's going to be Sean Smith. Outside of him in the number 23, it's going to be Will Cuddy. Oh, shit. I didn't realize I wasn't live. My bad, guys. I was wondering what was going on. Gabe Elkin's going to lead the way. I'm pretty sure this game. Yeah, hold on a minute. Was it that bad, Ray? Was it that bad? All right, so Gabe Elkin's going to lead the way as it looks like Rourke and Cuddy are out of this one. Let's go take a look and see what happened to these guys. Let's see what happened on the start. I totally missed it because I guess I was still on slow-mo. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. Oh, my God. Well, too bad we missed that on lap number 1 as Gabe Elkins leads the way. He's got Brady Thompson to the outside, down the back straightaway. What's up, Brady, by the way? Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. It is going to be Gabe Elkins leading the way as he's got Thompson all over him as they come out of turn number 2. Who's going to have it at the line? It's going to be Elkins at the line, but Thompson definitely down low. Elbows up out into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, going to be Gabe Elkins leading the way. Thompson in second. Newsom in third. Dylan Gibbs in the number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 3 laps to go. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the lead as Thompson tries to reel back in Elkins. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to get 2 to go at the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head through 1 and 2. It's going to be Elkins leading the way. Brady's going to give him the business out of turn number 2. Loosens him up. Yes, I'm going to. 100%. I'll put an announcement in on Facebook tomorrow just to remind everyone. Dane, thank you for the follow as they head into 1 and 2. White flag is out. White flag is out. Here comes Brady down low. Good run out of turn number 2. They're going to touch down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Thompson going to slide across the nose of Elkins and takes the win out of turn number 4. Thompson with the win in heat race number 1. Gabe Elkins second. Gibbs in third. Newsom fourth. Tolson fifth. Sean Smith sixth. And Gaines in that number 7 spot in the final transfer position.
Man, I get it, dude. I was slow, but god damn.
All right, let's get ready here for heat race number 2. Yeah, see, now we know Lingron didn't cross the line because he did end up second quick on the night when he went back out. As starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it is going to be the number 1 of Joey Lingron. Outside of him, in the number 24 machine, it is going to be Braden Donaldson. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 62 machine, it is going to be Carson Jenkins. Outside of him, in the number 11, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting inside, row number 3, in the number 35 machine, it is going to be Ethan Stuckwich. Outside of him, in the number 33, it's going to be Hunter Rich. Starting inside, row number 4, in the number 10 machine, it is going to be Connor New. Outside of him, in the number 17, it's going to be Cody Racing. Starting inside, row number 5 here tonight, in that number 18 machine, it's going to be JC Floyd. Outside of him, in the number 1, it is going to be Corey Roberts. Yes, the Pro Series qualifiers are official. Yes. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't get why it gets so bad either, Ryan. 100%. It gets a little overboard. All right, we are looking for the green flag this time by as Lingron brings the field out of turn number 2. 8 laps. Top 7 transfer through. What's up, Rich? What's up, Rich? As they come out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Green flag is out as Lindgren's going to get a good jump as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Carson Jenkins to the outside as Donaldson shoots up to the top as they come out of turn number 2, as they got an Ethan Johnson sandwich going into turn number 3 and 4. Johnson put himself in the middle. That might cost him. They're going to be 3 wide behind him for the number 4 spot as they head into 1 and 2. A little bit of contact there as it looked like, that got crazy as the 33 of Hunter Rich getting really elbows up there out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Lindgren going to lead the way. Donaldson in second. Jenkins in third. Johnson in fourth. Johnson putting the pressure on Jenkins as they're side by side. Connor New and Hunter Rich out of turn number 4. Make it 3 wide as Stuckwich looks to the bottom as they head into 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, Donaldson right now is digging that outside in 1 and 2. Was gaining some ground. I haven't seen him on yet. But I was assuming he might end up on a little bit more now that IRL racing's done. Lindgren going to lead the way out of turn number 4. Going to be 3 laps to go as they come across the line. Donaldson in that number 2 spot. Carson in second. Contact as Connor New slides across the nose of Johnson. Johnson going to come back up underneath. He's going to look up underneath. New slides. New back down to the cut down. More contact out of 4. Johnson's going to hold on to it. New slides back across Johnson's nose as they head into 1 and 2. Contact. New sideways out of turn number 2. In real life. In real life is what it stands for. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Battle for that number 4 spot is awfully good right now. Johnson has it back as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. It is white flag lap. I get it. I don't know some of the stuff now anymore either. As they come out of turn number 4, Lindgren with the win. Donaldson second, Jenkins, Johnson, New, Stuckwich, Rich going to the feature here tonight. Floyd, Cody, and Roberts going to the Consi. All right, getting ready for the Consi. We got 7 cars. 4 going to the feature here tonight as we are going to go ahead and stack them up. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find some time or some sponsorship or some extra funds somewhere. I think I'm going to start covering some real life stuff, the Northeast Modifieds mostly, next year, Rich. I think that is my plan. I'm still going to do the iRacing stuff, but I think I'm going to start putting a big push into, I want to do at least a weekly show on that. Like a podcast or like a news show. At least keeping people up to date with the Northeast Modifieds. That is my plan moving forward. As these guys get stacked up, let's go ahead and hit up the starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in that number 99 machine. I do race in iRacing sometimes. I broadcast a lot though. It is going to be Scott Marek. Outside of him, in the number 18, it's going to be JC Floyd. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 23 machine, it is going to be Willie Cuddy. Outside of him, in the number 17, it's going to be Cody Racing. Starting inside, row number 3 here tonight, in the number 8 machine, it is going to be Trip Whitmire. Outside of him, in the number 1, it's going to be Corey Roberts. Then rounding out the field here tonight in the number 5 machine, it is going to be Lucas Rourke. Watch Lucas. Lucas is probably not going to stick around in that number 7 spot. Look for him to make some big, bold moves early on to try to get himself into that top 4 as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. They're going to get that one to go this time by. All right, who's your pick in the LCQ? Who's going to be our B-main warrior? Yeah, that is exactly what I'm not going to do, but I get your reference. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Scott leading the way as they're side by side for second. Oh, contact. I can't go on the road and do real life broadcasts because I got my kids to worry about, so I can't get on the road. I'm a single dad. Wow, this is wild for out of turn number 4. Battle for second as Tripp is going to slide his way into that number 2 spot. It is going to be battle for second on back as Mark drives away down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Big elbow as JC Floyd has left the session as he got fed a whole lot of right rear out of Lucas Rourke. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Oops, wrong button. Turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. This is the battle for the transfer spot. The 17 has it. The 1 and the 5 want it as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Oh my God. Cuddy's going to knock down the wall and Cody goes up and over. Cody goes up and over the wall as Corey Roberts is now transferred in that number 1 spot. Can he stay there? Moving back up to the front. Tripp is closing in Scott Mark out of turn number 4. Contact as they come across the line. We got 5 laps to go as Tripp pulls the slider for the lead out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Mark. Mark into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Tripp's going to run the cut down out of turn number 4 to the line. It's going to be Tripp at the line that time by into 1 and 2. Tripp going to slide through turn number 1 and 2, takes the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Mark back down low. He's going to go back up the track, slides across the nose of Tripp. Tripp cuts down. It's Mark off the wall. They make contact down the front straightaway as Tripp clips the inside wall into 1 and 2. Tripp's going to slide to the lead out of turn number 2. This has brought Cuddy back in it. We got a 3-car battle into turn number 3 and 4. Mark slides up the track. Easy cut down by Tripp. They're 3 wide out of turn number 4. Yeah, there was a lot of blatant right there. Slide job by Tripp. Tripp takes the lead down the back straightaway. What a battle for the win here in the B main as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as Mark's going to slide in front of Tripp. Tripp back with the cut down. Cuddy down low. 3 wide for the lead. Heading for 3 and 4. A little bit of contact. Tripp slides to the lead. Here comes Mark down low. 3 wide out of turn number 4. It's going to be Scott Mark with the win. Tripp Whitmire in second. Cuddy in third. Roberts in 4th, going to the feature. Everybody else didn't finish. What a race for the win there in the B main. Tripp, Cuddy, Mark, that was phenomenal. That was amazing to watch right there. As we are going to get ready for tonight's feature.
What's up, man? You call us about 4 casualties on the racetrack, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey, man,
It's so weird because I see people that I didn't normally see that toxic.
Hey, short track racing, man.
Yeah, I imagine. What's weird is I've never seen him act that way before. Like, there's a lot of people doing that I didn't ever see do that before. But we are going to get ready for tonight's main event. So we all know what time that is. It is time for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the 27B, it's going to be Brady Thompson. Outside of him in the number 1 machine, it's going to be Joey Lingron. Starting inside row number 2 in that number 7 J7 machine, it's going to be Gabe Elkins. Outside of him in the number 24, it's going to be Braden Donaldson. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 33, it's going to be Dylan Gibbs. Outside of him in the number 62, it's going to be Carson Jenkins. Starting inside row number, we got a pair of 11s, row number 4 in the first number 11, it is going to be Jesse Newsom. Outside of him in another number 11, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting inside row number 5. We haven't talked much about him here tonight. It is going to be the 327 of Hayden Tolson. Outside of him in the number 10, it's going to be Connor New. Starting inside row number 6 in the number 45 machine, it's going to be Sean Smith. Outside of him in the number 35, it is going to be Ethan Stuckwich. Starting inside row number 7 in that number 07 machine, it's going to be Stephen Gaines. Outside of him in the number 33, it's going to be Hunter Rich. Starting inside row number 8 in the number 99 machine, it's going to be Scott Marek. Outside of him in the number 8, it's going to be Trip Wetmeyer. Then rounding out the field tonight, it's going to be Willie Cuddy and Corey Roberts as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 2. Thompson going to lead the way down the back straightaway. He's got Lingrod. Donaldson. Oh, Lingrod sideways as he gets into the back of Thompson. Lingrod's going to lose a couple spots as Gabe Elkins and Thompson and Donaldson make their way around as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. It's going to be Thompson leading the way. Battle's going to be for second. Donaldson up high. Elkins down low into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit of contact in the back as Gibbs had to hold on to it. He's going to get back into the back of Tolson again, sideways through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the back straightaway. Battle here with Gibbs up high. Newsom down low as it looked like Johnson was going to try to take it 3 wide on the top side as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Thompson leading the way. Donaldson trying to hunt him down as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Kyler Mendoza. I kind of do, but it has to have been wild. Has to have been wild. As they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, Thompson going to lead the way. Donaldson in second. Going to be Gabe Elkins in third. Lingron in fourth. Jenkins in fifth. So everybody kind of knows the tail right now, trying to find their way around the driver in front of them as Gabe Elkins going to look low on Donaldson in 1 and 2. Yeah, it's been a while. I remember seeing the name, but I don't remember, if that makes sense. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Donaldson's going to grab the wall as Elkins going to be in second. That time, buys ahead into 1 and 2. Oh, they're going to fan out behind him. A little bit of contact between Johnson and Gibbs. Gibbs going to fall back 3 wide down the back straightaway. They're going to make it 2 wide as Gibbs sends it in on the back bumper of Johnson out of turn number 4. Oh, now he's going to be in the back of Newsom as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Gibbs going to just continue to throttle up as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He is going the wrong way in a hurry as they head through 3 and 4. I'll tell you what, Thompson is not driving away as they head into 1 and 2. Lingron going to grab that little inside wall just a little bit. That's going to bite Jenkins. Jenkins going to hold on to it out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. I'm going to keep an eye on Donaldson. Donaldson looking pretty fast, but look at this Hornets nest back here as we got Hunter Rich and Jesse Newsom and Dylan Gibbs all together down the back straightaway. Newsom's going to push Gibbs into turn number 3 and 4. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but oh, they're trying to wreck his Gaines is going to get the worst of that one. Oh, Tripp's going to get the door from the number 33 of Dylan Gibbs as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. Gibbs is going the wrong way in a hurry. You know, he's out here complaining about everybody else, but look at this nose. He is beating that nose up. That thing is all but falling apart as they come on a turn at number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Back up to the front. They're going to be 3 wide in the rear as we move back up to the front. Thompson has the lead, but here comes Elkins and Donaldson. Donaldson to his outside. He's going to grab the wall. They're 3 wide for the lead. Donaldson in the wall. Out of turn number 4. Here comes Gibbs. Elkins down low, as Donaldson's going to lead that time by. Thompson thought better of it as they're 4 wide out of turn number 2 at Lincoln. They went 4 wide for a minute. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. I know, right? No surprise. As they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. Thompson trying to get back up to the front as Donaldson is taking the lead. Move Elkins up to that number 2 spot. Here comes Lingron as Thompson is stuck down low. Oh, Gabe Elkins into the back of Donaldson in 3 and 4. That's going to stack up the field behind him. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, 3 wide per second as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Lingron down to the bottom. Oh, wow. Elkins hard into the wall as they come out of turn number 4, 3 wide. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Donaldson leading the way. Battle for third right now as Elkins has no competition side by side, and they are miking up a lot. There's a lot of conversating going on in this race as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. And look at this. Ethan Johnson starting to sneak up in the mix in that number 11. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Remember, guys, 360 sprints are coming up next as we just lost Jenkins as Jenkins goes up and over the wall as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, that is unfortunate for Jenkins as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Going to be Donaldson leading the way. Elkin's going to slam the wall in 3 and 4. They're just absolutely murdering the wall in turn number 3 and 4. We're going to jump on the far chase. Let's jump on Chopper. Let's see what happens when they come into turn at number 3 and 4 here. Oh, Donaldson hard in the wall. Elkins up underneath. Here comes Lingron down low. Lingron going to try to get up underneath Elkins as they head through 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Donaldson in that number 1 spot. Gabe Elkins trying to reel him in. Lingron down on the bottom as they head through 3 and 4. A little bit of contact there once again as Johnson has joined the party in that number 11. Out of turn number, big contact as they come out of 4. Donaldson able to hold on to it as they head into 1 and 2. Or sorry, 3 and 4. That was out of turn 2. Oh, they're still getting together. Gabe Elkins up and over. Donaldson. Oh, man. Hunter Rich gets caught up. Yellow flag comes out.
Typical? Dude, you hit the wall every fucking lap. What do you want me to do? Hey, Joey.
All right, let's take another look at this one. They're going to head into turn number
Okay,
1 and 2 here. Or is that 1 and 2? Oh. All right, we're going to go far chase. This was wild.
Left door is crinkled the fuck in, but your right door and quarter panel are good.
All right, so Gabe's going to set it in here. They just get together.
Ethan, I don't know how you...
Oh, that was out of turn number 4. You know, that probably was Gabe's fault. Sorry, Gabe. But, I mean, that was just hard racing there. What do you guys think in the chat?
How did giving me the bumper for 7 laps straight work out for you?
That was pretty wild.
Oh, no, he hit everything but the fucking station.
Nah, that's probably my bad. He was taking up the whole racetrack, so we leaned on him a little bit. I don't think it was net code, but he was not rolling.
All right, so the caution flag is out. What the hell we got going on here, Norgie?
No, like I swear, I hit him into 1, but he's all over the place. I wasn't attempting to, but I definitely hit him first, so that's probably my bad.
Yeah, that started for a while. Yeah, you know, honestly, it was just hard. That was hard racing. That was his fault. But there was a lot going on. There was people hitting the wall. They couldn't stay out of each other. It was just sloppy, I guess would be the word for it. As they come out of turn number 2. I guess I was more answering them in the chat when they were talking. Bradley, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. User 143314108837. Thank you for the follow. Green flag is out. Lingron going to have the lead now as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Thompson might have made a good move backing out of that deal there as he is now in the number 3 spot, still in this one as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely frustrating. And it's a super narrow track. I couldn't believe they had it 3 wide at one point. Little YY9, thank you for the follow as they come through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Lingron leading the way. Johnson in second. Thompson in third. I think it's kind of hard. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Lingron, but when Ethan Johnson has made his way up to the front, it might not be good for the field. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Lingron is creating a little bit of separation here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I wonder, right? He's got an 11K. Is he the highest I rating now on dirt? Is there anybody? He's at 11,365 right now. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Lingron's going to grab the wall. Johnson's there out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Lingron leads the way. Johnson in second as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. This battle definitely starting to get interesting as they had 29 laps complete. Slide job by Johnson, cut down by Lingron. Lingron going to cut up underneath, down the back straightaway, down into turn number 3 and 4. I think he is now too. Slide job by Lingron, down the front straightaway. Lingron's going to lead that time by 20 laps to go. Johnson going to slide into 1 and 2, cut down by Lingron. Lingron down the back straightaway. Lingron's very good too. I don't want to take anything away from Lingron here. We just know Johnson's got a lot of time on here and is very good as Johnson going to lead that time by into 1 and 2. Johnson up the track. Lingron back with the cut down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead as Lingron stays low out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Easily with the lead is going to be Ethan Johnson into turn number 1 and 2. There's another one back there you got to worry about, that number 10 of Connor New. He could make some noise as they head into 1 and 2 as Lingron lets Johnson know he's there as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2, 17 laps to go. Lingron's going to bang the wall, trying to keep it out of Johnson. Down the back straightaway, Johnson with a good lead, 0.4 of a second into turn number 3 and 4. Yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag is out. Sam, thank you for the follow. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. Looks like Stuckwich in this one. Let's see what happens to Stuckwich. And Donaldson. Oh, my God. Donaldson just doors the shit out of him. Oh, that is unfortunate. And Stuckwich has to take the tow. He gets stuck up on the wall. Another view of it here. Oh, he just fed it. And so did Gibbs. You know, I got to wonder if Gibbs has got to be at 10X. I can't imagine Gibbs be anywhere other than 10X right about now. And he's got a lot of laps to go. He's got 16 laps to go when they go back green. Yeah. I think it was kind of similar to what happened with you and Elkins. It's just so tight. You got to push it right up on that wall. Everybody's been beating the shit out of the wall. This track has got to be about a car length wider about this point. As the pace truck is in looking for the green flag. Oh, you're done, Donaldson? You getting out there? As they head into turn number 3 and 4, green flag is out. Yeah, I didn't think yours was intentional. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. It's going to be Johnson leading the way. Lingron in second. Oh, 3 wide out of turn number 4 in the back as Johnson leads the field. Oh, this is the chaos back here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Big run to the outside as Thompson has gotten shuffled way back since getting the pole. How about Trent Whitmire? Up here, battling in the mix of things, moving his way forward as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2, 14 laps to go. Johnson leads the way. Connor New in second, Lingron in third. Watch Connor New in this number 10 machine. If somebody can find some speed here and catch Johnson, Connor New could be one of those guys as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. C. Earnhardt, thank you for the follow as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Johnson leads the way. I'll tell you what, Connor New, let's take a look at these lap times when they come across the line that time by. He was quicker than Johnson that time by as they come down the back straightaway. Yeah, I didn't see that. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson going to lead the way. Connor New in second. Down the back straightaway. Connor New is reeling in Ethan Johnson slowly but surely as they head through turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get that 10 to go at the line as Connor New is knocking on the back door of the number 11 Oh, he gets the wall. Connor New gets the wall in 1 and 2. That's going to cost him. Oh, he was gaining. He was getting there. He could taste it and taste it a little bit too much and got the wall. The video game World of Outlaws is better than iRacing. Some people are retarded. I'm sorry. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Johnson leading the way. Connor New in second. Joey Lingron in third. Jesse Newsom in fourth. Going to be Hayden Tolson in that number 5 spot. As the battle is going to be for 6 on back as they're 3 wide. Heading down the back straightaway. Thompson. Oh, no. Did he just blink out or did he incident point out? Oh, no. Hunter Rich is gone in the number 33. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Johnson going to continue to lead the way. Connor New in second. Lingron in third. 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Pretty quiet up here. We're going to go back to the battle for 6 as Thompson tries to hold on out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Corey Roberts has made his way up 12 spots into the number 6 position. Thompson rolling the bottom in that 27B as they head into 1 and 2. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on those distances up there, but right now they're all pretty spread out. We're going to watch this battle for that number 6 spot as they head through turn number 3 and 4. And it's plausible. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Going to be Johnson leading the way. We're watching the battle for 6. Right now it is the number 1 of Roberts as, oh my God, Tolson in the wall just ahead of these guys. Could Corey Roberts be going for a top 5 after coming from the LCQ here tonight? Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. 3 laps to go. Better make it 2 laps to go as Ethan Johnson comes across the line. 2 laps to go. Back to the battle for 6. Corey Roberts currently holds the number 6 spot. He is looking for more. Can he get there? He's got Brady Thompson behind him down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. White flag is coming out. 1 lap to go for Ethan Johnson. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson going to lead the way out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. One last time as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. Ethan Johnson going to take the win here tonight in the super late models. Connor New second, Joey Lingron third, Newsom and Tolson your top 5. Yeah, that was a good run for Corey for sure. I was actually kind of rooting for him to get up there to 5th. That was a hell of a run up through the field.
I just didn't expect you to cut down.
You're good, dog.
All right, so our results, if anybody jumps in, I will do an interview in the top 3. Going to be Ethan Johnson with the win. Connor New in second. Lingron's going to be in that number 3 spot. Jesse Newsom in 4th. Going to be Hayden Tolson in the number 5 spot. Corey Roberts in 6th. Brady Thompson in 7th. Going to be Sean Smith in the number 8 spot. Scott Mark in the 9th. Tripp Whitmire in 10th. Good top 10 for Tripp. Going to be Willie Cuddy in the number 11 spot. Stephen Gaines in 12th. Dylan Gibbs in 13th. Ethan Stuckwich in the number 14 spot. Hunter Rich in 14th. Braden Donaldson in 16th. Gabe Elkins going to be 17th. And Carson Jenkins in that number 18 spot. Let's go ahead and take a look and see.
I laid an elbow to you. Yeah, you're all over the place. I think it was
who got incident pointed out. Let's see.
Man, it's a good thing he wasn't in the B main. That would have been even more.
Hunter Rich did get incident pointed out. He is the only one. How did Gibbs? Honestly, I don't know how Gibbs only had an 8X. I am completely surprised by that.
Lap 8 and on, or 9 and on, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He was all over the racetrack, man.
Oh yeah, no, I am listening to that too right now.
Anybody is talking to Corey Roberts, tell him that was a barn burner, and I'm not mad at him.
All right, so yeah, that was wild. We don't have anybody in Discord. We're gonna go ahead and see what our 360s are looking for. Remember, we are doing 360s next.
You're welcome, Lucas Park.
It looks like we got about 24 cars registered for the 360s coming up here in just a minute or two. We're going to get a lot more people in the sprint cars now that I think. Right. Right. Yeah, I definitely, I have an excuse not to have reaction time.
Wait.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put up this, jump
Bro,
into
do it again.
360s.
Nobody wrecked you. What are you yapping about?
Ultimately wrecked himself trying to fucking hook me down the front stretch.
They are still arguing in there, guys. It is hilarious. It's kind of a shame I got to get out of here.
Dude's pressed because he got a quarter panel light on him. That's crazy. And it wasn't even CFM.
Hey, Dylan, what team are you even on?
All right, so that is going to be, we are jumping over into the 360s now. Let's see if that session is going up. Jumping into 360 sprint cars here tonight. I don't disagree with that. We got to specify that it's Dylan though, because I like Brandon. I am going to stream the first top split tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Yes, I am going to stream it. So I will be live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna put a post out on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord just to let everybody know. I used to. Dylan was getting into so many wrecks at one time. When somebody would get wrecked, I would just say you got gibbed. Yeah, it's probably going to be tough. I don't know, sprint cars first. Sprint cars might be a little bit easier to get into the top split. Let's see if these guys are in their session. Only a $23.99 SOF for the top split. Jumping in there now. All right, jumping in here. Definitely looks like we got a few cars in here. Should be a decent one. There's a couple low guys, but there are some high split guys here. Some guys I haven't seen all season yet. I can't believe that guy said that the World Outlaw console game is better than iRacing. Oh my God. I should just block him for saying that. That would be like saying NASCAR 25 is better than iRacing. It's better if it's the only thing you can get. But it's not the same. It's all based off of iRacing, but simplified. All right, we are in the sprint cars. We're going to go ahead and put the screen back up for you. All right, so sprint cars out on the track right now, running a little bit of practice. Going to get ready for qualifying here at Lima. He is definitely entitled to his wrong opinion. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that statement. I mean, some of us are just born with an extra chromosome or two. All right, so Aiden Stahl out there with the quick time here in practice with a 10.671. This race is going to go real quick if we don't get some cautions. All right, so live here at Limaland for the 360 sprints. As these guys are out on the track right now, putting in a little bit of lap time. Let's see, is everybody in here? Those are some top. Let's see if so Jesse is not in here. Ethan's not in here. I got to imagine these guys are going to make it in here. You know, when you're a 45 and a 3400, you don't want to give up your I rating like that. It's too hard to get it. And yeah, that's not going to be top split in the pros. You don't want to sandbag your I rating when you're at a 4500, because that's probably going to be like third or fourth split. All right, so practice about to come to an end as these guys roll around the track. Looks like the 72 is going to go ahead and pull off of Aiden's stall. Currently, our quick time, Jacob Homnick, Chris Labrie, Logan Hill, and Titan Sander, your top five. Man, there are some names in this one, I'll tell you that. We're going to have some butchering here tonight with the names as we are going to get ready for qualifying, as that is the end of practice. Let's go ahead and put a best time and get ready for qualifying here tonight as these guys get ready to pull out on the track. Those guys still aren't out. One of them, Ethan, made it in. So Jesse is the only one that has not made it in. We'll see if he makes his way in, as it looks like what is that? Will Rofers? Will Rofers out on the track as he starts lap number 1 here in qualifying and comes across the line. He's going to be 10.884 to set the bar here tonight. See if he's able to pick up the pace here on lap number 2. Looks like he's going to be matching it up. And let's see who's going to jump out there now. Aiden out on the track right now. Let's see where Aiden's going to put it as he comes across the line. Quick time with a 10.624 for Aiden Stahl. He's going to take the quick time here tonight. All right, so Jacob was quick in practice too. Let's see if he can transfer it into qualifying as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. Let's see what that lap time is. He is going to be 9th quick with an 11.023. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace here on lap number 2 as Ethan Green goes 2nd quick. Jacob's going to go 2nd quick with a 10.724. Logan Hill out on the track right now in that number, is it 5 machine? 5 machine as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to set a 10.930. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace here on lap number 2 as he comes across the line. And he is able to pick it up by 2 1,000ths of a second. Chris Schmidt going to be at 11.029. Let's see if he does what Jacob did and picks up the pace on lap number 2. Barely with a 10.993. So Jesse Dankus is not in here. He is the only one left to qualify. And he is not in the session. So that is probably going to be what we're looking at. We are going to get no Consi here tonight. Everybody's going to make the feature. Only 13 cars, 14 if Jesse makes it. As that is going to be the end of qualifying. Let's go ahead and switch this up. And get ready for tonight's starting lineup for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole here tonight For heat race number 1, it's going to be the number 72 of Aiden Stahl. Outside of him, in what looks like the number 75 machine, it is going to be Ethan Green. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 4 machine, it's going to be Hamish Small. Is that how I say it? Outside of him, in the number 42, it's going to be Trayton Sander. Starting inside row number 3. In that number 12 machine, it is going to be Joey Curtis. Outside of him, God, these names are brutal. In the number 14, it's going to be David Simods. Am I saying that right? And then rounding out the field here tonight, in the number 15 machine, it's going to be Michael Tecco. Tico, one of those. All right, who cares? As we are going to look for the green flag, Aiden's going to lead them into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for the green flag. Pace truck pulls off as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Aiden's going to lead the way. Here comes Ethan Green down low. Can't do anything with it. Gets back in line as they head through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, Aiden's going to lead lap number 1. Can Ethan Green reel him in? Big push into turn number 3 and 4. Closes the gap, but can't get the drive off. Or 1 and 2. Now into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Back into 1 and 2. Ethan Green trying to shove it in there hard as we got a battle for the number 3 spot. It's going to be Sander into 3rd. Here comes Small looking down low into 1 and 2. Oh, he gets loose as he backs out of it as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Battle for the lead. Ethan Green has to get back in line and moves to the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4.
Damn, 4.
Right? It doesn't change much, Gav. Out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Oh, they touch for the lead. Green to the point as they head into 1 and 2. Green really tried to not drive it into him. Good save by both drivers. Here comes Stahl. Big slide in 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Aiden Stahl going to slide it in. Almost gets to the back of him. The 14 up ahead slow. Almost makes contact with Stahl. No chance for Stahl to get him as they come out of turn number 4. Green takes the win. Aiden in 2nd. Sander, Small, Curtis, Simmons, and Tico round out the field. I don't know if it's Tico or Tecco. Tecco. How do I say that, guys? Is it Tico or Tecco? Let me know in the chat. All right, we're going to go ahead and line them up here for heat race number... Heat race number 2, starting on the pole here tonight in the number 4 machine. It's going to be Jacob Homnick. Starting outside of him in the number 10 machine, it is going to be Chris Labrie. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 6 machine, it's going to be Will Rofer. Outside of him in the number 5, it is going to be Logan Hill. Starting inside row number 3. In the number 8 machine, it's going to be Chris Smith. Outside of him, in the number 13, it's going to be Carson Clutchlin. Then rounding out the field here tonight, look, he made it. It's going to be the number 2 of Jesse Dacus. 3 months ain't that long. Yeah, but you know, it is the same drama no matter how long. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Jacob going to lead the field through turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be a traffic jam in the back. Jesse's going to be regretting this decision as he tries to make his way around Carson and Chris down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Jumps up to the high side, gonna bang the wall out of turn number 2. Big save as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Back to the front. Jacob leads the way. Chris Labrie in second as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Battle for that number 1 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 3 laps complete. 4 or 5 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. OFC green with shitty slider. As they come out of turn, yeah, no, that was a bad slider. No, but he definitely tried to. There was a skill difference there. Definitely a skill difference. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway is going to be Jacob leading the way. Lap traffic up ahead. That is going to be Jesse Dacus in that number 2 machine. That car is destroyed. Big contact. The leaders get together out of turn number 2. The leaders get together. That's going to give the lead to Logan Hill as they come out of turn number 4 with white. 1 lap to go. White flag is out. Jacob Hill to the point. Down the front to back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Give the win to Logan Hill. Will Rover second. Labrie, Jacob, Carson, Jesse, and Chris rounding out the field. I guess sometimes it's better to be lucky than good as Logan Hill takes the win in heat race number 2. What the hell? That was wild. That was really freaking wild. I'll go back and take a Oh, it looks like the 4 got sideways. The 4 got a little high and sideways, and yeah, I mean, that's just hard racing right there. All right, so we're going to get ready for tonight's main event as these guys are lined up. Let's go ahead and do... tonight's starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight. In the number 75, it is going to be Ethan Green. Outside of him, in the number 5 machine, it is going to be Logan Hill. Starting inside, row number 3, in the number 72 machine, it's going to be Aiden Stahl. Outside of him, in the number 6, it's going to be Will Rofers. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Trayton Sanders. Outside of him, it's going to be Chris Labrie. Starting inside, row number 4, it's going to be Harmish Small. Outside of him, it's going to be Jacob Homnick. Starting inside, row number 5, it is going to be Joey Curtis. Outside of him, it's going to be Carson Clutchland. Starting inside, row number 6, it is going to be David Simmons. Outside of him, it is going to be Jesse Dacus. Then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be it is going to be Michael Tico. Outside of him, it's going to be Chris Schmidt as a green flag is out. I think he was throwing the slider, but I don't think he expected. The other dude just got up on the cushion, blew the cushion, and got sideways too, and cut down. So I think it was a little bit of both of them just making a little bit of mistake there. As we get 1 lap in the book, Ethan Green leads the way. Aiden Stahl in second. So here comes the battle back from heat race number 1. Ethan Green going to lead the way as Stahl tries to reel him back in as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Slide. Can't make it work. He falls back in line. Look at this chaos from about 3rd on back. Logan Hill trying to hold on as they are 2 and 3 wide behind him through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Top 2 going to keep it single file for now as the 4 jumps down. Oh, big contact. Big wreck into the infield. Big wreck. Yellow flag comes out as Chris Labrie goes upside down. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one.
Y'all be bumping.
Oh, he got the guy up. Oh, man, he made contact. So Sander is going to make contact with the guy up in front of him. We're going to go ahead and...
What did you do with the money?
give him. He's just going to get into the 5 there as they come out of turn number 4, and nowhere for Labrie to go. Labrie's going to get the worst of that one as the caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. They are beefing in the chat. All right, so pace lights are out. We are going green flag this time by. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, pace truck is in. Hang on, we're not going green.
Look what you did, number 14.
All right, so... Oh, it's broken. It's broken. It's broken. I guess we're going green now. Oh, how many black... Look at how everybody got black flags. Oh, my God. Look at how many black flags. That means Jesse might win this thing. Yellow flag is out.
Fucking hell, I reckon. We didn't fucking do anything.
On the ball and back to the hole, bud.
It looks like Smalls... I don't know. Not really sure what all happened here. But a lot of cars with black flags. Oh.
What kind of start?
So lots of stuff happened there. This is a little bit of a shit show as we got how many cars? One, you can see the black flags up there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it keeps moving on.
How do I get rid of my black flag? Hold for 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 black flags. 9 black flags. 5 cars do not have black flags right now. 9 black flags on the track. Oh, hold on. I take that back. The 9 or 7. I don't know. Either way.
Okay, thank you.
As we look for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. Who's it gonna be here tonight as they come out of turn number 4? Green flag is out.
Dude, how fucking hard is it?
Oh, the leader hits the wall. Green hits the wall.
What is everyone doing?
Aiden caught up. Caution flag comes out. And the shit show has arrived tonight. The leader absolutely stepped on his dick here. Nowhere for Aiden to go when they headed into turn number 1 and 2. And oh my God, this was horrible. Oh, nowhere for him to go. Look, Jesse had a broke car in the heat race, and he might actually win this one tonight in that number 2 machine. Wow. Didn't show up for qualifying. Got there just in time for the heat. Started at the back of the pack, and now he's going to end up winning this one because he doesn't have a black flag. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Logan Hill leading the way. Dacus is going to throw the slider into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Jesse just needs to stay close to the leader. I don't know. Oh, Chris doesn't have a black flag either, does he? All right, so the top 2 do not have a black flag right now. So that is the battle for the lead as Jesse leads the way. Out of turn number 4 across the line. It's correcting it. It's correcting it on the screen. I guess apparently. I don't freaking know. My ticker's all broken. But Jesse going to lead the way as they come across the line. 11 laps complete. Apparently the 14 is in second. Oh, slow car down on the bottom. Caution flag comes out.
Bro, number 14, I hope you die.
Oh my God. Oh, Labrie is running around with a non-wing, and oh no, Will's gonna get in the back of him. as the caution comes out here once again tonight. Oh, man, this is horrible. It is comically horrible.
14, what's your deal? You retarded?
Whoa!
'Cause
That's
if
a ban.
so, I feel bad for your mother.
That's going to be a ban. Oh my God, this is brutal. This is brutal. As they're going to go ahead and line them up again. Pace car is in. Jesse going to lead the way as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Jesse going to lead the way out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. It is adjusting on the ticker according to how long their black flag is. So that is why you're seeing a jockey in 4th position, even though they did not get past as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Going to be 15 laps complete, 15 laps to go as they come across the line. Jesse leads the way. Lap car up ahead. That is going to be Labrie with that non-wing as they come out of turn number 4. Oh no.
You're a lap car and you're wrecking me.
We got another wreck. Caution flag is out again.
Dumbass.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in this lobby.
Like, how dumb are you? How dumb are you? You fucking dumb Brussels stuff.
Oh, Carson.
Yeah.
Oh, the 6 got him. The 6 will got him. Stuffed him in the wall. That is unfortunate. Taking out a lead lap car.
Trying to run a line.
Oh.
I gave him plenty of room. I was trying to let him go by.
As the caution flag is out here once again tonight, as these guys can't seem to race their way out of a wet paper bag. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be 14 laps to go when they take the green flag this time by. UMP Modifieds coming up next. Hopefully it's a little better than this. As they head into turn... Oh, we're not going green. We're not going green. Not going green. Somebody had stopped on the track, apparently.
Will Roper.
As they come out of turn number 2, they're going to try this one again. Pace truck will pull in out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Jesse going to get a nice jump on the field as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Logan in 2nd. Small in 3rd. And that's all going to change with the black flag adjustments as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Battle right here on the track. It's going to be... I don't even know who's racing who anymore. Logan Hill and Harmish trying to battle it out for 3rd as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Yellow flag is out once again.
I swear to God, who keeps causing all these fucking cautions? But I feel like there's 7-1 now.
All right, so Carson comes out there with no wing and blinks out and spins out in turn number 3 and 4, bringing out that caution flag here once again. Oh my God, these guys are brutal. Should have watched Streeters tonight. All right, so let's see if we get that one to go. The good news is at least it's stretching it out a little bit further for the UMP Modifieds because they don't come up for another 16 minutes. Might take that long to do the 11 more laps we have to do here tonight. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people with black flags right now as Jesse's going to lead the way. We're going to watch the battle for 3rd. or second as a yellow flag comes out again.
Bro, just pit. It ain't working out, but.
As the 13 can't seem to hold on to that car. Caution flag out once again. This one has been absolutely brutal, as we are going to get 10 to go when they take the green flag, as we work caution flag number 457. I might have to go through and review this race after this shit show. Hey, who we got over on Kick? Say hello on Kick. Got a couple of people watching over there as we're looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. We're going to try this one again. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. How long before the next caution flag? That is the question of the night as they head through turn number 3 and 4. They are still yelling at each other right now as the yellow flag comes out here once again.
We haven't even gone past 3 laps for like a solid half of the race now.
Trying to figure out who crashed. All right, let's see if it happened further back. Are they wrecking for last? That is the question. I think it's going to be the one with no wing right here. Oh my God, he killed him. He killed him. Oh my God, this has got to be one of the biggest shit shows I've seen in a while as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Jesse going to lead the way. He's got pressure trying to come from behind as they come out of turn number 4. Jesse leads it into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2. Single file for now. We are racing awfully hard back here for last. Don't wreck, guys. Oh, we got a green flag. Spooky, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Appreciate that as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh my God, this is sketchy. As the 12 of Curtis all over the place. Here comes Will. Will's going to pass him. Here comes Joey. Back up underneath. Can't quite get there. Oh man, this is comically bad. All right, we're going to move back up to the front as Jesse continues to lead, just hoping this thing stays green the rest of the way as Jesse comes out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 3 laps to go when he comes across the line. 3 more laps for Jesse. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, he might have got a little bit of tire there. Big sideways out of the number 2 machine as he jumps back up in the top for 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, across the line. 2 laps to go. Lap traffic up ahead. Do you try to pass the lap car? Technically, that car I think is on the same lap as him. As they come across the line, white flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Jesse. Jesse throws it in sideways. Out of turn 4, takes the win here tonight. Chris is going to be second. David is going to bring it home in third.
Really, car 5, you fucker. Thanks a lot, car 5. Honestly, you had to do that.
Let's go see what happened here. He just yelled at car 5. Oh, car 5 killed him. After the race, giving him a 2X. He wasn't happy about that. Let's go through the results. It's going to be, I don't know if those are, it is, I think that is the official results. That's after all the black flags are, yep, is right. All right, so it's going to be Jesse with the win, Chris in second, Logan Hill in third. Going to be Will in that number 4 spot, David in fifth, Harmish in sixth. Going to be Joey Curtis in the number 7 spot, Labrie in eighth, Carson in ninth. Going to be Michael finishing in 10th here tonight, Jacob in 11th, Ethan Green in 12th. Going to be Aiden Stoll in that number 13 spot, and Sander in that number 14 position. Well, that had to be like watching paint dry, brutally bad, as we are going to get ready for the UMP modifieds. We do have about 10 minutes to kill, so we're going to go see what they got going on over there. Looks like we got 14 signed up for the UMP modifieds. Probably get a couple more in there. Looks like Scott Mark's going to run it. All right, everybody's in the same practice session, so we're going to go ahead and jump in the practice. So we got something to do while we wait. God, that was brutal. All right, let's see. Let's get into the practice and give these guys a watch. At I-55, I enjoy that track, but it could go either way. Usually puts on a good show for the UMP modifieds. All right, jumping over into the practice session to kill a few minutes before we get into tonight's final race. Man, I haven't watched anything that brutal in a long time. That was brutal. We got another one. Hopefully it's a little bit better here tonight. UMP Modifieds at I-55. Definitely a track I personally enjoy, and most of the time I enjoy watching it. Hopefully we get some more good racing tonight.
Working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us.
All right, so these guys out on the track right now. Let's go ahead and pull them up. Give you something to watch for a little bit before we get ready for tonight's race. We'll see if anybody else ends up showing up here tonight. We will have some looking to get ready for tomorrow's pro qualifier, so we might be a little bit later on this race. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how many they got registered. Looks like 14 still registered for tonight's race. All right. UMP Modifieds. Start with Northeast Modifieds and with the UMP Modifieds. Looks like Dustin Hennigan is getting in here. Looks like we got Dust. We got Dust on the track. All right, so Dusty Lee Jr. is out there and registered too. So people starting to get in there.
leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust, ain't nothing like racing with
Hannigan pulling out on the track in that number 16. No surprise there that he has showed up here tonight. Give me 1 second. Gonna grab a snack.
Working all week just to feel this strength. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're flamming down by grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd. There's no quit. We live for the thrill. Speed's our desire when we hit the track. We're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. Big as steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
All right, I grabbed myself a pretzel, which is probably the worst thing to grab while I'm going to be broadcasting. But at least I got some water next to me.
This is our anthem, this is our creed. Dirt track living is all we need. Giving it all, no room for slack.
All right. Who's out there? Who's out there right now? Here's my question to everybody that is live out there in the stream. Should I sing the national anthem before this one? All right, UMP Modifieds getting ready for tonight about 4 minutes before the session goes up. As these guys are out on the track putting in some laps. Let's go ahead and see how many we got registered for tonight's race. Looks like we are at 14 cars. Has not changed. Let me double check. $14 cars. So if you are a Class B license and you've been wanting to get on one of the streams, now might be the time to do it. As these guys continue to put some laps in. Trent Dalton currently at the top of the charts here in practice. As we get ready for tonight's event, it is about 2 minutes before these guys jump into the session. Looks like we might be getting some more people in here. Let's see. It is up to 25 cars registered. Well, that just changed a whole lot. In a hurry. See what else we got going on. See Pierce Aikens in there. Ethan Stuckwich is in there. All right. This is turning out to have some good drivers in there. They could be fun. Roundtree is in there. This could get interesting. 28 cars now registered. So there's going to be two splits. Hopefully we get a few more to get a consi in. $30 cars registered. Just looking through the lineup right now. All right, so the field is starting to grow a little bit. Definitely more drivers than there was in the last one. And that is going to be the end of registration. Remington, did you make it? What's up, Remington? What's up, buddy? All right, guys, I just have to wait for it to build that session so that I can jump over in there. We just watched the worst 360 race I've ever seen, Remington. Absolutely horrible. All right, I should be able to jump over into the session now. Let me go ahead and get out of this. And we'll jump over into the race session to watch tonight's final race. Worse than you. The race, not the individuals. The individuals were all worse than you. Almost all. All right, so nobody's going home. Looks like we got 16 cars in the UMP race. I'll give you guys a count on who is all in there here in just 1 second. Aiden Lambert. Oh, Dusty Lee Jr., Hennigan, DeMastro, Stuckwich, Roundtree, Mark. Should be a decent one. Definitely should be a good one as we get into the session. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this right now. Remington, I don't know if you would have made top spot in UMPs. Selby's in there. I think the lowest I rating is a 3122 for the UMP modifieds. It's going to be one of the higher stacked fields than we've seen in a while, so could be interesting. These cars race really well. It is awfully slick already, though. It is starting us out super slick tonight. Ugh. Caps out there with the quick time right near now in practice with a 12.895. All right, this has got to be the last pretzel I eat. All right, so about 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in practice. These guys getting their laps in. Dusty Lee, you're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit. You are sitting 12th on the board. Aiden out there doing some laps.
150,000.
Oh yeah.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood.
Don't even ask, Micah. Don't even ask.
Are we live here?
Kick him, James. Kick him.
Hey, yeah, I forgot I gave him admin privileges. Whoops. Sorry.
Say hi to the stream, everyone. Say hi to the stream, everyone.
Oh.
Hey, Stream. How are you?
It'd be funny if he's not streaming.
Hey, just a heads up, Clint is as short as he sounds. If you're out there listening right now. You know, I just watched the worst race I think I've seen in a long time with the 360 sprints. Oh my God.
I seen like 8 cars on the lead lap or something, or like 4 on the lead lap.
No, there was like 8 or 9 cars with black flags.
I better
Oh
be
my
glad I
God.
didn't run that race. I thought
What
about running.
happened?
It was just horrible. It was just horrible. We're watching UMP modifieds now. Remington would not have made this split.
No, I didn't. I'm in bottom split.
Oh, I always knew you were a bottom.
Keep that on the down low.
Micah got it. Micah got it. Win for Micah.
I got it too, but that's why I said.
Well, Clint, see, I knew you'd get it. You have no choice but to be a bottom.
Hey, don't even go there.
What's cranking? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, guys. Follow.
Matt Selby with a quick time. Uh-oh, Case and Caps with a 13.087.
Y'all want to do a practice start? Or like a
Lord. Yeah, we can.
Race start?
All right. I got this race, and I'm coming back and fuck with you guys. I just wanted to give you shit. All right.
Later, James. Have a
Later.
good one, buddy.
All right, that was Landon, Clint, Micah, and Remington. Remington stuck down in bottom split. I said I wasn't going to eat any more fucking pretzels. Mark with the quick time with a 12.933 to the top of the charts with the 310. Got Stuckwich out there in the number 35 machine. All right, so as long as we don't get a lot of cautions, Stuckwich out there with a 13.174. Gonna put him on in 7th for now. Selby's out there getting some extra credit in the number 46. We got Roundtree out on the track in the number 2. Roundtree, this is a totally different modified than I'm used to seeing you in, and that it looks like you might be on the struggle bus tonight. Oh, he's gonna bottom feed. Bangs the wall. This lap will not count. Oh, he's 10th quick on the board. Let's see if we get the other two out on the track. Looks like Tanner started to come out. Is everybody in here? Everybody's in here, so we're going to see how this ends up. Selby's still out there. DeMastro out there. A lot of these guys doing some extra laps. This track, the Pro Series tomorrow is at Volusia in the 410s. It'll be live at 8 p.m., I think, Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, as that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get into tonight's heat race number 1. Everybody makes it tonight, so change that to gap. Go ahead and pull up the grid. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1, it's going to be the 310 of Scott Marek. Outside of him in the number 46, it's going to be Matt Selby. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 8 machine, it is going to be Jackson Morad. Outside of him in the number 35, it's going to be Ethan Stuckwich. Starting inside row number 3, it's going to be the number 14 of Tyler Welch. Outside of him in the number 2, it's going to be Aiden Lambert. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 18 machine, it's going to be Cody Martin. Outside of him in the number 5, it is going to be Tanner Radell. All right, it's going to be 8 laps here. Everybody's going to make it, so this is just for position. As they are out on the track heading into turn number 3 and 4, it's going to be Mark and Selby on that front row. All right, who's your pick here in heat race number 1? Let me know in the chat. Pair of CFM cars up on the front row as they head through turn number 1 and 2, looking for the green flag this time by. I guess I lied about the pretzels. Down into turn number 3 and 4. When is Scott going to fire them off? Green flag is out as they get on the gas down the front straightaway. Scott's going to lead them into turn number 1 and 2. Selby gets in line, but he's got company behind him as Morad looks down low, can't quite get there. Single file for the top 4 into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the 14 of Tyler Welch. He wants a piece of the action as we got contact between Morad and Selby into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for second. Jackson Morad to the bottom. Up underneath Selby. Can't get it to rotate out of turn number 4. That's going to open the door for Stuckwich. Stuckwich down low into turn number 1 and 2. Stuckwich going to take that number 3 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Here comes Morad back down low into turn number 3 and 4. Takes the number 3 spot back as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Stuckwich are going to cross them back over, up underneath the 1 and 2. Good drive on the bottom as they come down the back straightaway. Through turn number 3 and 4. Stuckwich out of turn number 4 to the line. He's going to have the spot that time by the Dutch doors, heading into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, still side by side for that number 3 position. Leader's going to stay single file as they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be Morad in the number 3 spot that time by with 3 laps to go. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Stuckwich going to continue to roll the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. Morad's going to keep the spot. Looks like the top side is starting to come in. Bottom side starting to fade as they come out of turn number 2. Looks better in turn number 1 and 2 than it does through 3 and 4. Stockwich going to move to the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Now the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Maybe a little bit lower. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Scott Marek. Selby second, Morad, Stuckwich, Welch, Martin, Lambert, and Radell rounding out the field. Drake, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Who's ready for heat race number 2? Let me know, and we're going to go through the starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2. It's going to be the number 12 of Case and Caps. He's been quick. Watch him tonight. Outside of him, in the number 62, it's going to be Dylan DeMastro. Starting inside, row number 2 in that number 88 machine, it is going to be Dusty Lee Jr. Outside of him, in the number 16, it's going to be Dustin Hennigan. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 2 machine is going to be Kieran Roundtree. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Trenton Dalton. Then rounding out the field here tonight, in that last row, it is going to be the number 34 of Brandon Schatz. Outside of him, the 24 of Giberson. Down the back straightaway, looking for the green flag this time by, I think that Roundtree was trying to figure out the car. He's going to get back up to the field. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Caps to the point. Dusty Lee in second as DeMastro looks down low as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, side by side for second. Not sure who had it at the line as Lee rolls the top side down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. He's got Hennigan just behind him as they head out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Leading the way, it's going to be Caps. Side by side for second as Lee tries to break free out of turn number 2. He's going to have the number 2 spot all to himself, maybe this time by as they come out of turn number 4. He does as they come across the line. Hennigan's going to jump way up to the top side, grabs the cushion out of turn number 2, trying to make something different work down into turn number 3 and 4. Lee moves up there too. Those guys trying to hook up and get on the high side, run a different line than everybody else as they head through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Caps continues to lead as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Caps leads the way. Top 3, nose to tail as Hennigan starts to fall back in that number 16. We got sliders galore for last as they come across the line. It's going to be Roundtree in that number 2. He's going to bang the wall as they come out of turn number 2. Back up to the front. Look at Lee on the high side. He is digging out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Lee to the bottom of turn number 3 and 4. Up underneath, Caps battle for the lead as they come out of 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Caps. Lee in second. DeMastro, Hennigan, Dalton, Schatz, Roundtree, and Giberson rounding out the field. All right. It's that time of the night. For the last time, it is time for tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight in the 310, it is going to be Scott Marek. Outside of him in the number 12 machine, it is going to be Kason Caps. Starting inside, row number 2 in that number 46 machine, it's going to be Matt Selby. Outside of him in the number 88, it is going to be Dusty Lee Jr. Starting inside, row number 3 in the number 8 machine is going to be Just Jackson Morad. Outside of him in the number 62, it's going to be Dylan DeMastro. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 35 machine, it's going to be Ethan Stuckwich. Outside of him in the number 16, it's going to be Dustin Hennigan. Starting inside, row number 5 in that number 14 machine is going to be Tyler Welch. Outside of him in the number 2 machine, it is going to be Trent Dalton. Starting inside, row number 6, it is going to be the number... I don't even know. They want to be stupid. It's going to be Cody Martin. Outside of him, it's going to be Brendan Schatz. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, it is going to be Aiden Lambert, Kieran Roundtree, Tanner Rydell, and Michael Giberson rounding out the field as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the back straightaway, front straightaway into 1 and 2. Marek's going to have the lead. They're going to be 3 wide per second out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Still trying to keep it 3 wide for that number 2 spot. Selby on the bottom is Dusty Lee sits in the middle. Caps up high as they come out of turn number 2. Move Lee to second as Caps is going to give him the bump into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Battle's going to be for second as Mark continues to lead. Caps trying to get back up underneath Lee out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. It's going to be 4 laps complete. 4 laps complete as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Selby up underneath Caps, definitely giving Lee a little bit of cushion. Lee's going to be hungry, chasing down the leader as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, single file back here. Hennigan trying to make up some spots, looking to the high side out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, he's up 3 spots. He's looking for more as they head through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4, closing the gap on Selby. In that number 16 is Dustin Hennigan. Selby knows it's time to turn up the wick as he puts the pressure on Caps out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Looking up underneath, can't quite get there, stays in line as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Hannigan closing the gap, almost gets in the back of Selby in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, still single file up at the front. Here comes Morad down low, up underneath Hannigan. Can't get the past the stick, has to fall back in line. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. We're going to keep an eye on the battle up in front of this as Dusty Lee Jr. has caught our leader. We'll see if he makes a move. Back here, Selby just behind him, trying to make the move on Caps out of turn number 2. Has to stay in line. Looks real tough to pass right now as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, going to be Scott Mark leading the way. Dusty Lee Jr. second. We're watching the battle for third. Selby putting a bunch of pressure on the number 12 of Case and Caps. Out of turn number 2. Selby makes a mistake, loses a little bit of ground, gains it back in turn number 3 and 4. 13 laps complete as I head down the back straightaway into front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, still nose to tail. It is getting a little dicey behind these guys. We are ending up with a big battle for the number 3 spot as the leaders are starting to pick up the pace as Dusty Lee. Oh, Selby going to make contact with Caps. Here comes Lee Jr. down to the bottom. He's going to slide Mark. Cuts up Mark with the cut down out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. We got 15 laps to go. Lee's going to make a little bit of contact with the 310 of Mark. Mark able to save it. Lee gets back in line as we've seen a couple big moves back here. Here comes Hennigan working the outside. Hennigan now up to 5th. He is looking for more. Looks to the outside of Selby out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Lap traffic up ahead of our lead lap cars. Out of turn number 4. 17 laps complete. So much to watch. Here comes Hennigan up underneath Selby out of turn number 2. Hennigan get us to ship it through turn number 3 and 4. Tries to slide up the track. The 12 of Caps in the way. Out of turn number 4. Oh, we got lap traffic up in front of the leaders. Leaders are trying to battle it out as they put Cody Martin 1 lap down as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, the lap car is in the way and in the wall down the front straightaway. Oh, it's about to get crazier as these guys are racing hard 3 wide behind this lap car. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Cap's going to make the move. Oh, contact. Oh, Morad just stuffs it in there and kills the lap car. Caution, flag is out for the first time tonight.
I mean, I was just running my line as a lap car and then I get fucking ran over.
You ran over, buddy. You're racing the leader.
Oh.
No, but I was running my line as a lap car. That's not racing the fucking leaders when the track is single lane to the fucking middle, retard.
Oh, it's getting toxic in there. All right, we're going to move back up to the front as Mark and Lee Jr. have had one hell of a battle. You got to wonder where these tires are at. We're going to get all these guys back together. All of them were looking racy. This could get wild. You don't want to go anywhere as we are going to be inside 10 laps to go. It'll be 9 to go when they take the green flag.
My bad. Didn't mean to run the single file to the middle when you come from the bottom to the middle. My bad, my nose was there. How about you just alt F4? How about you alt F4 live, buddy? Alright, buddy, that's on your, we're getting loud.
All right, we are looking for the green flag as Mark leads them into turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. It is going to be Scott leading the way. Dusty Lee Jr. in second. Caps in third. Hennigan in fourth. Selby in fifth. As we look for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Mark's going to lead the way. Lee in second. Caps in third. Down the back straightaway. So Dusty was putting a bunch of pressure on the leader last time as it might change it up a little bit. We're going to see how this goes as they come out of turn number 2. 8 laps to go down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Caps looking low on Lee. Lee looking for a little bit of speed. Going to jump up to the outside, try to wind it up as they head into turn number 1 and 2. 7 laps to go. Does he have the time to get there? All right, sounds good, Moody. I'll be over there in a few. 6 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I know at least one of these guys are going to jump in here in the top 3. As long as they stay there as they head through turn number 3 and 4, as Mark's going to grab the wall, and here comes Dusty Lee. Lee's going to dive up underneath out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Closing the laps down. Going to be 4 laps to go. Caps putting the pressure on Lee down the front straightaway. 4 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, we got one in the wall. I think that is Selby. He is falling backwards, but no caution flag as they come out of turn number 4. 3 laps to go into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down into turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go at the line as Caps tries to put the pressure on Dusty Lee Jr. Here comes Hennigan. Hennigan putting the pressure on Caps as they come out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Lee too far back to do anything. Here comes Hennigan down low, looking for a podium. Out of turn number 2. Has to get back in line through turn number 3 and 4. One last time. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Marek with Lee in second. Caps third. Hennigan and Morad, your top 5.
I got scary there for a second.
All right, it's going to be Mark with the win here tonight. Dusty Lee Jr. in second. Going to be Casey Caps in that number 3 spot. Dustin Hennigan in 4th. Going to be Marad in the number 5 position. Selby in 6th. Stuckwich in 7th. Going to be Welch in the number 8 spot. Brandon in 9th. Roundtree in 10th. Going to be Dalton in the number 11 spot. He did a good job for sure. Riddell in a 12th, Giberson in 13th, Lambert in the number 14 spot, Del Mastro in 15th, and Martin in 16th. We're going to see if these guys jump in. I'm sure Dusty will. Who is driver 4? All right, so waiting to see if Dusty jumps in. If Dusty jumps in, we'll do an interview or any of the top 3. If not, that is going to be it. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Pro Qualifier Series. You guys don't want to miss that one. So make sure you guys mark your calendars, and we got Dusty in here. Hey, look, Kaysen made it too. All right. I don't know if Mark's going to make it, but man, what a great, honestly good race. I wish it was, there was another lane to make something happen. It was definitely real difficult, Kaysen having that issue. Wendy with what is that? The 99 stars. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, man. So that was the first time I've heard that sound in a while. I had to go look and make sure I was right. Kaysen, a good run there in the 3rd spot. Dustin giving you a lot of pressure at the end there. You trying to give the pressure to Dusty there, trying to get into 2nd. It was just so hard to pass tonight.
Yeah, I think I had a faster car than 1st and 2nd spot, but Dustin was definitely faster than both of us. Or than all 3 of us.
Yeah, he seemed to be able to work about a lane, half a lane higher than you guys. Seemed to really work. It helped him up through the field early on in this one. Dusty and Scott had driven away from the field. That battle for 3rd was intense. I mean, how much pressure did you have from behind there before that caution flag came out?
Yeah, I wasn't looking for that caution. That lap car,
he almost took out me and Scott both, but starting position was a lot in this race, and Scott started on the pole, and he kind of never looked back.
I was talking to Kaysen, but I get it. But Kaysen had no, Kaysen had his hands full. He had Dusty behind him, Selby. I mean, he has a big pressure back there. Before that caution actually might have helped him out a lot.
Yeah, my stuff started to come in after that caution.
Yeah. Well, great run. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors, and I'll talk to Dusty after.
All right. I just want to thank Pinnacle Roofing, Adams Automotive and Towing, MVP Gutters, D&D Elevators, Redline Construction and Building Maintenance, CB Construction, and J&G Services.
Appreciate you, bud. Good run tonight. All right, Dusty. Man, you didn't need the caution. I think you could have gotten Scott there. You were putting a lot of pressure on, not to take anything away from Scott, but it seemed like that caution and the opportunity to cool off the tires helped him and hurt you.
Yeah, it definitely hurt me. It killed all my momentum, and we just did not need that.
You know, at the end there, you know, you're wanting to change lines, but you got like Kaysen behind you. You got Dustin behind him. I mean, but you also want to get the lead. How hard is it to make the decision to try to jump up and try a different line, knowing that it's single file and for the most part, and that mistake could cost you second and third?
Yeah, it's always taking a risk trying the top here, especially I-55. You get in that wall, it'll grab you, but sometimes you just gotta settle for second and take it.
Well, you survived the one lap car tonight. It was crazy for you guys. Not gonna lie. I will say he held his line. He wasn't like all over the place, but that was definitely a little bit crazy for you guys. But why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to thank DDR Speed Shop. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and brother for watching, and my grandma, Honey.
We got to get you in these ARCA cars soon on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we definitely got to try it out.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it. I'm going to close down the stream. I watched a brutal 360 race before you guys. Thank you for giving me a good show, though, to end it with.
Yep, thank you.
All right, guys. That is going to be it for tonight. Long night. Appreciate you, Wendy. I mean, I appreciate Dusty. He's been coming on, putting on a show. It's good to see somebody new running up front all the time. I know he's got Hennigan there giving him a lot of help, and which I'm sure he appreciates. But we will be back tomorrow night with the 410 sprint cars at Volusia for Pro Qualifier #1 top split. You don't want to miss that. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.